You may have your seats in the house of the Lord. What interests my mind this morning is as we come to this climactic scene, most people stop preaching this sermon, and most times we talk about it. We stop with the stone hitting the head of Goliath. We stop there because that, for everyone, is the climactic point. It is the point upon which Goliath now has been defeated. He is dead. And if he's dead, then why go any further? We have all that we need to know. But I think that we miss something if we stop there at him being hit with the stone. We miss a few things that are implicit in the text that you and I need to see. We miss stuff like the fact that the entire time that David is willing to go out and do battle on behalf of Israel, that David never spends time talking about other people who did not go out to fight. He does not spend time saying you all were in fear. He does not spend time talking about you all are not great fighters. You don't have any courage. He didn't spend time talking about I don't know where you were at when I was ready to go to the front line. He has no conversation with them at all. There's too often in our lives when we don't realize that we hurt people by how we have tried to shame them into getting them to do what we want them to do, or shame them because they cannot do what we are equipped to do. We shame them because they don't look like us. We shame them for their body image. We shame them because they're too tall. We shame them because they're too slim. You look like you need a pizza. You look so skinny. We shame them because they're too fat. You look like you're so big. You ought to just cut off eating for a month. We shame people. We get on folk. You don't look right here. You don't look right there. That dress is too tight, that dress too short, that dress too long, your hair's not right. We shame people, and when doing so, we end up pushing people to the background and hurting and crushing them and causing them to give up on life. The other day, a little boy took his own life because people shamed him because what he was dealing with in his own personality. His little classmates, 9 years old, said, why don't you just kill yourself? And he lost his life because somebody shamed him and embarrassed him because he wasn't like them. And the world's got to realize that we have to get out of the shaming game and the hurting game and the beating down game and the derogatory game and the meanness game and the bombastic game and the game that puts people down because of difference. We've got to get out of there because people are dying from the shame and dying from the pain and dying from the hatred and dying from the lies and dying from the stupidity. We're better than that. He doesn't shame them. He doesn't talk about them. He doesn't say what they didn't do. No. Instead, he goes out. He goes out to fight. He goes out to do battle. He goes out and he takes his stone and he hits Goliath in between the eyes and takes him out. He goes out. He hits him right smack between the eyes, and Goliath goes down. Hits him between the eyes, and Goliath falls. And upon which David goes up to him, and there he commits what can only be described as a gruesome act. He takes Goliath's sword from his sheath. For those of you who don't know what a sheath is, it's just simply a leather pouch that the sword would have gone into to protect it when it was moving around from getting scratched up as it moved around or for cutting someone else while he was moving. He pulled it out, and then with one fell swoop, he cut off his head. He decapitated him. He sliced off his head. Thank you, brother. The Message Bible says he finished the job. Now I got to help somebody here, because if you stop before you get here, you might miss something here, because there are too many of us that are stopping before we finish the job. We don't realize that because we haven't finished the job, that which we were trying to get rid of can come back because we didn't finish the job. I got to do it to you. Dr. Pimple Popper gave me one the other day. They sure enough caught my attention. It was ugly. It was ugly. Don't talk to you? I'm talking right to you then. Listen, this was the bad one. For those of you who don't know, let me break it down for you real quick. I'll do it quick. I won't be long, Dr. Carey. Listen, in this show, she is a dermatologist and a surgeon that takes care of people with pimples and problems. This one man had a large cyst above his knee. Terrible looking thing. I don't know, I said last time, I'm going to say it again, I don't know how you wait too long to get it checked out. He's scared. He finally gets it done. She goes in, and what comes out of him looks like cottage cheese. Okay, I'm going to be quick. I told you I'm going to be quick. It's all cleared up. Everything's out. He feels better. And then she gives him the bad news. I've got to get everything out that was the container. Because if I don't take it all out, it will come back. I know you feel better right now, but if I don't finish the job, what we just went through, you'll have to go through again. And there's somebody sitting in this audience, you keep going through the same thing over and over again because you won't finish the job. Okay, I'm trying not to hurt nobody up in here, but some stuff can't be played with. You got to cut it off. Some folk got to be cut off. Some places got to be cut off. Some conversations got to be cut off. Some places you used to hang out with got to be cut off. Some outfits got to be. Some drinks you used to could drink casually, you can't anymore. They got to be. Oh, this is a good one today. And it caught my attention. Just caught my attention. It got my mind going. Because as I looked at it, and he cut it off, I said, now what in the world? What the what? What the what? So I said to myself, why did he do that? And then it dawned on me. Have you ever seen some of these big game hunters when they go out and they shoot animals that can't shoot back? But they go out there and I'm a hunter, don't get me wrong. Look, they go out there and they put it up on their wall. Go to a taxidermist. Get it stuffed, put on the wall as a trophy. I'm about to preach this thing this morning. There's some stuff that ought not to be walking around your house no more. It ought to have gone to the taxidermy, stuffed and put up on your wall. And if anybody asks you, you can say, I used to. I ain't trying to lie about it. Oh, yeah, I've been there. No, you ain't going to shame me because I made some mistake. I'm like Cardi B. Yeah, I used to dance. I don't dance now. I make money moves. You ain't got to shame me because what I used to do, I'm going to tell you up front, I used to do a lot of stuff. But here's the trophy to what I used to be, because I ain't that no more. These is red bottoms. These is bloody shoes. Y'all ain't ready for me. I just went Bodak yellow on you. You can't take it. Listen. At some point, you ought to be able to look at your past on your wall. Come on back to church. Some of y'all went away. Come on back. And I do believe that the thing that he needed was important here. It was good that he was dead. But as long as he was just laying there, it might be a thought he could come back again. Might be a thought somebody else might be thinking come back again. I don't know about you. You know, you ever seen a lizard? You cut off his tail. You don't get upset. He'll grow it back. Some of y'all been lizard tail cutting too long. You keep going back. Keep going back. Come on back to church. But I think something else. I think what he wanted was undeniable proof that this thing is done. And I do believe that God will give you undeniable proof that the blessing really is yours, that it's over. That's the last time you got to go to court for that. That's the last time you got to argue about that. That's the last time you got to beg for your increase. That's the last time you got to beg to get your insurance adjusted. That's the last time you got to beg to get your hospital bill paid. That's the last time you got to see the doctor for that matter. God said, I can supply undeniable proof. And that's important because you see, are y'all still here? Okay. This is good, cuz. This is good right here. It wasn't for him because he knew what had happened. But it was for them. Y'all stay with me. Do you know that a quiet testimony does not bless God? Sometimes you need to let the world know. Look at somebody right now. Just look at somebody and say, neighbor, I can promise you, he will do it. Tell him, won't he do it? Won't he, won't he, won't he, won't he? Okay. See, watch what happens. When he cut off the head, all of a sudden, the enemies of Israel, all the Palestinians who were on the side there, started to scatter. Woo! I'm trying to hold my mule, Shirley Caesar. I'm trying to hold it down. Because when God arises, your enemies will be scattered. Let God arise and your enemies be scattered. Let God arise and your enemies be scattered. Let God and your enemies be scattered. Let God arise. Y'all ain't ready for me yet. Okay, wait. I'm going somewhere. I'm almost. Watch this, watch this. When they started running, when the people of Israel saw it, they started shouting. I want you to help you right here. The stuff that scatters your enemies will be the same stuff that's going to cause your next dance. Look at somebody, say, neighbor, get ready for your next dance. God's going to scatter your enemies, and he's going to give you a dance. Woo! Yeah. I feel a dance up in here. Look at somebody, say, neighbor, if you can't dance, you ought to open up your mouth and just shout glory. Glory, 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 glory. Now, I'm just preaching the text. The Bible says when that happened, the Bible says that as they shouted, the enemy ran. They were all upset over on the other side. And Israel pursued them. Now, they had been at a standoff for over a month. Now, Israel pursues them, and they begin to kill them all up and down the same valley that folk had said they were going to kill us at. Instead, we about to take them out. Let me tell you something. Devil, you better not say too much against me, because what you say about me is what's going to happen to you. You say I'm dead, you will look out. You tell everybody I'm through, you better look out, because it ain't over for me. It ain't over for me. It ain't over for me. Look at somebody, tell them, it ain't over for me. Let me tell you something. Your next move is going to be undreamed progress. Undreamed progress. What do you mean, Reverend? I mean what God is getting ready to do for you, you haven't even thought about it or dreamed it. He's going to do for you more than you've been able to ask and or think. The next blessing is going to be beyond your wildest dreams. They never thought that they could defeat their enemy because their enemy was in a power position. But when God gets involved, your enemy doesn't have a chance, because if God be for you, look at somebody and tell them now, if God be for you, who can be against you? Tell somebody else, say, neighbor, if God be for you, who cares who's against you? I got to go to my seat. They tell me I'm out of time this morning, but I'm not out of word. One more thing, one more. I'm going to my seat, I promise you. I'm going to stop this morning. I got to get out of here. I've got to stop. I know I do. They go chasing them. They go killing them. And then the Bible says, when they got through, not only had they defeated their enemy, but when they got through, they came back into the enemy's camp and took back what he stole from them. I know you've been hearing about Uber a lot, but let me give you another Uber. This is an Uber plunder right here. Because what God's going to allow you to do is to go back and take back everything the enemy tried to steal from you, everything he tried to take out of your life. He's getting ready to let you go and take it back. And what you've got to do is you've got to be ready to go in the enemy's camp and take back what he stole from you. Somebody in here right now, you need to get ready to go in and take back your joy. Take back your peace. Take back your happiness. Take back your life. It's your time to get it back. The choir used to sing, I want it all back. I want it all back. Everything you stole from me, I want it all back. Yeah. Come on, give him a praise.